Hi everyone, it's James here from TSR Jivey Talks Tech. So, headphones. Love 'em or hate 'em, every studio needs 'em. But some can be very expensive and some can be more cost effective. But I bet you've got some that you rely on. In my studio, I have at least 12 sets of different cans, but they all fall into two categories, open-backed or closed-backed. Open-backed, as the name kind of gives away, feature an open-back design that give a more natural sound, and as a rule of thumb, these are better for mixing. However, when tracking with live microphones, you need to use a closed-back set of headphones. These are designed to isolate the music or sound that the wearer is hearing from bleeding into the outside world, and vice versa. Thanks to the team at Studio Spares in the UK, I've been trying out a new pair of closed-back headphones by Lambden Audio. These are the LAH220s. Should these be your next set of closed-back headphones? Let's take a look. Firstly, the LAH220s are very comfortable to wear. They're what's called over-ear headphones, so for long tracking sessions or podcasts, these things sit snugly on your head and can be adjusted for pretty much any size of noggin. The ear pads are a soft material, not that awful leatherette stuff that comes off on your ears, and they feel great. And while the LAH220s are quite light, they feel good and solid. The main headband is made of metal and again is covered with a very nice soft pad. The moving parts feel good and solid and not like they're about to fall apart. Yes, we've all used those headphones. Out of the box, the LAH220s come with a 3 metre and a 1 metre braided cable which simply pushes into the left side ear cup. And you also get the mini jack to 1/4 inch screw-on stereo jack adapter, also known as gold dust. Never let these out of your sight. So, they look good and they feel good, but how do they sound? This is of course where it gets difficult because sound is such a subjective thing. Technical stuff first. The LAH220s feature a 53mm driver and are rated at 60 ohms, meaning they'll work perfectly well in a domestic setting for the hi-fi kids out there, in a semi-pro or project studio, or in the professional studio. They are rated with a sensitivity of 93 dB plus and minus 3 dB. Sadly, there's no dB scale on the specs, so we can't be sure what dB measurement they're using. But hey, they sound good. The rated frequency response is 10 Hz to 30 kHz, so the top end is well beyond what I can hear after 40 years of playing drums. But again, they sound good. And they can go very loud when driven with either a dedicated headphone amp or even the headphone output from your audio interface. I've been tracking using the LAH220s for over a month now, and firstly I can say that I do like them. They're a little hyped in the top and bottom end, which means I'm not sure I could mix on them, but for tracking it's really easy to get a mix on them that sounds pleasing. On drums I get plenty of lovely low end, the kick drum sounds fat, and that's fat with a PH, and the hats and overheads sound clean and bright, without feeling like my brain's going to be cut in half every time I hit a crash cymbal. Vocal tone is pleasant, and I can hear how good, or should that be bad, my diction is, without massive amounts of EQ, which is nice. So, the Lambden Audio LAH220 headphones. They sound good, they feel good, and they're built to last. And here's the real clincher. They cost just £79, including English VAT. So that's half as much as my current cheapest set of studio cans, which I use for punk bands, if you know what I mean. And they outperform them 10 to 1. These are very good value for money, and in my opinion, you should at least consider them when you're looking for your next pair of studio cans. You can find out more about the Lambden Audio LAH220s from the Studio Spares website. But for now, my name's James Ivey from TSR Jivey Talks Tech, and I'll see you again very soon.